The Bamboo Farmer. In a misty village tucked away in the Japanese mountains, there lived an old farmer named Kenji. He wasn't known for being the strongest or the richest, but he was known for something else: his quiet persistence. While other villagers grew rice, tea, or vegetables, Kenji had taken a different path. One spring morning, he announced his intention to plant Moso bamboo, a rare and famously stubborn plant known for taking years to grow, if it grew at all. "Why waste your time on something that won't grow for 5 years?" one neighbor asked with a smirk. But Kenji simply smiled. "Because it's worth growing." He chose a small, unremarkable plot of land behind his home, soil that had grown nothing for years, and began his routine. Every morning before sunrise, while the mist still hugged the hills and birds whispered their first songs, Kenji walked to the patch of land. He would water it slowly, carefully. He'd tend the soil, remove weeds, and sometimes just sit beside it in silence. Days turned to weeks, weeks to months. Nothing changed. The villagers began to gossip. "He's lost his mind. That land's cursed. Why waste time on a dream that gives nothing back?" Kenji heard them, but he never responded. He just kept tending the soil. A year passed. Still nothing. The rice paddies flourished, the tea farmers brought in record harvests, and the vegetable growers traded carrots and radishes at the village market. Kenji's land, meanwhile, looked like bare earth. 2 years. 3. 4. By now, the ridicule had softened into pity. Some villagers began bringing him food. Others avoided talking about his bamboo project altogether, not wanting to offend an old man chasing the wind. Still, each day, Kenji rose before dawn and went to his little plot. Even in winter, when frost coated the ground, even during the rainy season, when mud clung to his feet, even when illness made his hands tremble. One evening, a young boy from the village, Hiro, approached him. "Grandpa Kenji," he said, "why do you keep watering that dirt? It's been 4 years. Nothing's there." Kenji looked at the boy, then pointed to the hills beyond. "You see those great trees on the ridge?" he asked. "Yes. They've been there for decades. But when they first started, they were no taller than your knee. It takes time to grow something that lasts." "But 4 years?" the boy asked. Kenji chuckled. "Some things grow fast and die fast. Others grow slow and live strong." Hiro didn't quite understand, but he nodded. Then, in the 5th spring, something miraculous happened. One morning, as the sun spilled golden light over the hills, a villager passing by Kenji's home stopped and gasped. A small green shoot, no more than a few inches tall, had broken through the soil. By the next week, it had grown several feet. By the 2nd week, it stood taller than a man. In 6 weeks, it reached over 80 feet into the sky. The entire village came to see it. People who had once mocked him stood in awe. "How is this possible?" they asked. Kenji, now with gray in his beard and wisdom in his eyes, smiled quietly. "For 4 years it grew underground. Roots stretched deep and wide, building strength. If I had stopped watering it, even for 1 season, it would have died beneath the surface. But now, it will stand for generations." Consistency doesn't always show immediate rewards. You may not see the results for days, months, or even years. But growth, real, lasting growth, often happens in silence beneath the surface, where no one can see it. When others doubt you, when progress seems invisible, when the world moves faster than your dreams, keep showing up. Even the tallest bamboo begins as a whisper in the soil. Because the truth is simple: consistency is what separates those who start from those who finish. It's not the speed that matters, it's the faith to keep going.